Hey friends, welcome back to your girl Brittany, and I have a quick, super quick tutorial for you today. And this, I shared this on my Instagram, this cute little booklet thing where you can get these 5x8 books from the Dollar Tree. They come in like a pack of 3. You can just tear them apart, and this is like a last minute Valentine's gift or any type of thing that you want to do. I am going to be using one of the new collections by Decorate Your Life, and this one is called Sweet Bliss. Super cute papers, and like I said, this is extremely quick and easy. It's not even funny. It all depends on how you decorate this bad boy up. So we're gonna go ahead and get our supplies, get everything going, and so you can go ahead and do this yourself. So we have 2 pieces where you have it at 8.5 by 10, and then we're gonna score it at 4 and 4.5 on the 8.5-inch side. And then your second piece is going to be 6.5 by 8.5, and you're gonna score it at 4 and 4.5 on the 6.5-inch side. Now, mind you, I use the We Are Memory Keepers board, so my board goes from right to left. So my score lines probably look different from will look different from yours if your board is from left to right. But so what we're gonna do is I am going to, where is my bone folder? Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and fold on my score lines real quick. And then on this side. And how you decorate will depend on what you want to do as your top and bottom. So as reference to this one, so if you want this one to be your main cover, if you want this side to be your main cover, or this side, just depends on how you decorate it, but it don't really matter. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our scissor, and I am going to miter these little quarters here because we're going to attach it to our little 5.5-inch base here. So I'm gonna grab my handy dandy tape. So this flap here is the 3.5 side or 3-inch side or whatever. That's the part that you want to attach. I am that, and I'm just gonna line it up, making sure I don't go over my score line. Totally did this the wrong way. Man, I'm going crazy. So you want to make sure that it lines up evenly, but then don't go over your score line. Dun, da, da, da. See, look at that. Simple, easy peasy. And like I said, I'm going crazy. Go ahead and fix that real quick. Now, I already have all my mats already done, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that really quick. But just so you are aware, you're gonna need pockets. Now, depending on how many pockets you want to use, you can make them bigger, you can make them smaller, you can do one big pocket, you can do a little pocket, whatever your heart desires. But these ones in particular are 4.5 by 2.5, and then you're gonna score at 1/2 inch on 3 sides. So half, rotate, half, rotate, half. So it should be like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my matting done, and we'll go from there. All right, so now I have my stuff matted. So this is what we're looking like so far. I'm not doing a shaker on this one, but this is what we're looking like so far. I've already added 2 of my pockets, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my 3rd one here, and I'm gonna fold on my score lines. And then take my scissor and we're gonna cut out the little square, but I'm gonna do it at an angle. So, but instead of going like this and then going over this way, I'm just gonna go right where the lines intersect and meet, and I'm just going to choop and a choop. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm gonna grab my hole punch and I am going to cut out a thumb notch. Not gonna lie, I almost forgot to do this on my first pocket. I started laying it down and I was like, haha, just kidding. Forgot to do that. So now we're gonna fold those pieces together and I'm gonna add my glue onto the flaps. And I didn't measure or anything, I just eyeballed to get where I wanted my pockets, trying to get it all nice and lined up. But if you are the type who needs to be an extreme perfectionist, down to the centimeter, by all means, go ahead and grab that ruler. So this honestly is the gist of it. So I took a scrap piece that I had from cutting everything up, and you want this to be a smidge under 5.5. And that's exactly what I did. The width wise, you want it to be a smidge under 5.5. The height could be roughly between like 4 and 5. But you just want to make sure that your notepad is removable. Now you can go ahead and take this idea and adjust the measurements for whatever style or size notebook that you have. But I honestly have no actual measurement on this because my other one, the first one that I made, and I'm making sure I keep my glue right to the edge, as close to the edge as I can. The geez, the other one I made, I literally just took my scraps and was like, I'm gonna go with it. That's what I did. Now I'm hoping that this piece works, because I was like, so I probably did a little bit more than a smidge more than I wanted, but you don't want it to be exactly 5.5, because then you're going to disrupt your score lines. So you want it to be just right under 5.5. And see, what I did last time too is like I put it in there and then I pressed down with my glue. See, I don't think I did this one wide enough. I think I cut off too much of a smidge. I just may have. Let's see here. Boy, that high new sun, when it kicks in, baby, it is hot in here. All right, so you want to make sure that that is sealed down and good. I like to have my notebook inside of it though, to make sure that my notebook is gonna fit. There's enough room, you know what I'm saying? All right, perfect. Of course, before you start playing around and dilly-dallying with things, make sure that it is completely dry and not acting crazy. And then that is that so far. Now if you want to do what I did with this one, like this was just using a cute little the trading card, like, you know, what we use for our pocket letters. I just grabbed that and just kind of added it for fun right here in case like they want to add cards or notes or something like that. But you don't have to, but if you do want to add, just like, you can add a cute little binding system here to hold something like this, or if you want to make it more traveler notebook style and add some more inserts in there, you sure can. Like, no one's telling you no. It's your project, okay? It's definitely all you, boo. And so I am going to decorate this a little bit more, not too much, because I don't want to take away from the collection. But let me decorate this just a smidgen more and we'll go ahead with the final look. So here is the final product. So I wanted to keep it very simple because I am going to give this to my son's teacher for Valentine's Day. So I didn't want to do too much and she'd be like, oh, I don't want to use it. I don't know what to do with it. But so I just added a bow up here, did some flowers. So we have scrapping for my boys, and then we have Cuddle Me Clay Tay. Have this wooden veneer pieces in my stash. Some bling in my stash. And then so this is still kind of wet because I added like some Nouveau to the bottom just to make it like stand out a little bit. So it's still kind of wet, so I don't want to touch it. And then I just took some pieces, or I did some I cut up some pieces from the collection and added it to the pockets. And then, yeah, so I just kind of kept it simple. So then that way, you know, she has like a fun little notepad that she can keep on her desk. And I wanted it to be a little bit more versatile than it being like Happy Valentine's Day or anything like that. So then that way she can go ahead and use it at any time. But yeah, that is like, it is extremely easy, very simple. And like I said, you can do things up, or you can add a bind at the end. You can make into a shaker. You can add inserts to it as well. So very versatile, very fun. I hope you guys enjoy this. It's super quick, my very first tutorial of the year, and there is more to come. So until next time, guys, make sure that you are liking the video, subscribing to your girl, and don't hesitate to ask me any questions if you have any. But I will see you in the next video. Bye.